welcome back to the Agrifoto YouTube channel. We're already well into the second half of 2025, which means that a video update from Dutch contracting company Ten Hove is long overdue. This video shows a lot of new equipment at work, from slurry application to the grass harvest and much more. It has become somewhat of a tradition for the Ten Hove family to organise a small open day at the start of the year. It is an important moment for the firm to showcase all of the investments for the new season. It is also the perfect family gathering, with drinks and food for the customers, business relations and employees. It gives us a chance to see which new machines we will film for you this year, starting with this video. It is an early and cold morning in March when the employees from Ten Hove are already hard at work. The umbilical slurry pump is being put into position to pump slurry from the dairy farm to their fields. Here, a brand new B-Tech trailing shoe injector is applying the slurry to the grass. It has a working width of 10.5 meters, and its light weight of only 950 kilos is one of the reasons why Ten Hove bought this machine. It is built in Slovenia and a new brand in the Netherlands. These fields are low-lying and consist of a thin clay topsoil with peat underneath. Because of this, the water table is very high in marsh polders like these. Especially early in the year, you have to tread lightly to prevent deep ruts and soil compaction. By applying water to the slurry at a rate of half a cubic meter of water to 1 cubic meter of slurry, Dutch rules allow for trailing shoe injectors to be used on this soil type. The Fendt 718 S3 in front is a familiar tractor, and it has no issue pulling the injector, which has a relatively low horsepower requirement. For this outfit, a second-hand slurry pump and other necessary equipment were purchased as well. It's late April when the Krone Big M420 is mowing a mixture of forage rye and rye grass. The location of this field might be familiar to you, as we filmed this crop being sown last autumn. Click on the link in the video to watch that sequence. It was drilled directly into the previous maize stubble and has developed well over the winter and early spring. After the first cut has been removed, only the grass will regrow and it will be used as a normal pasture during the year. The Krone self-propelled mower is fitted with RTK GPS, which is really useful on this long field. The bulky crop does mean that the forward speed of the mower is relatively low. You will probably remember that Ten Hove was looking for a forage harvester upgrade last year. They hired a Fendt Katana to try out, but in the end decided to stick with their favourite forage brand, Krone. This second-hand Big X 770 was purchased by themselves in Germany. It is now 7 years old and has plenty of life left in it to be used by the company, which doesn't have a massive area to harvest each year. Because the first cut of grass came virtually all at once this spring, additional capacity was required in the transport department. The large silage trailers are a good match for the appetite of this forage harvester, which is powered by a 775 horsepower Liebherr V8 engine. This power will be fully used when it is harvesting maize later in the season using a 12-row header. A high harvesting capacity is one thing, achieving top-quality forage in the clamp another. The Youngby L15 loading shovel with Holaris grass spreader is more than capable of packing down the silage, ensuring a well-compacted clamp and ultimately the highest possible feed quality. Compared to the Big X 650 from Hove, the cab is newer and more advanced. It comes with a full-option package and is a joy to operate. Boomers Agro, a farming and contracting company from the south of the Netherlands, is seen carting silage with their John Deere 6215R and 3-axle Coeco silage trailer. The other outfit consists of a Fendt 720 and identical Coeco trailer from contractor Peters Vale, also from the south of this country. It doesn't take long before all the grass at this dairy farm is chopped and safely in the clamp. Hove's other Big X, which has now taken on a backup role, is working not far away this morning. Regular viewers might notice the Fendt 815 in front of the Coeco silage trailer, which is also hired in for the day. Every available forage machine from Hove is at work on this fine spring day in early May. One of the Fendt 718s is working with a Strautmann forage wagon for yet another customer. An almost identical combination is seen in the background, gathering in the silage of yet another farmer. When the weather is fine and the crop ready, it's all hands on deck trying to gather in the crop on time and ensuring the highest possible feed quality. The first cut of silage is often the most important one for a dairy farmer, meaning that there is a lot of pressure on the contractor to get the job done. The Fendt 718 S4, a second-hand model, is another new addition to the fleet. It is working with the 3-axle Strautmann forage wagon today. It has arrived to take some load off the older 718s, which are nearing 20 years of age. Most have clocked up to 20,000 hours, so a steady replacement policy is maintained to ensure reliability and preventing breakdowns. With heavy rain clouds and thunder on the way, extra foraging capacity is drafted in. This Fendt 930 might already be described as a modern classic by some, but it is also more than capable of putting in a good day's work. It is pulling another 3-axle Strautmann forage wagon. And now for something completely different. One of the specialities of Hove is yard pavement work. Here, a new silage silo has been erected for a goat farm and tarmac is now being put down to finish the yard and silo. For this task, a road construction company is hired who has all the necessary equipment, such as this Vogler road paving machine. A sudden downpour on top of the hot asphalt gives the yard a different atmosphere, as thick clouds of steam immediately form. In a new barn, workers from Hove are also busy paving by hand. For our final motive in this video, we move back to the polder, where another new machine is working. Weeds are being controlled in a crop of maize, which is done using an underleaf spray. Because the crop canopy is much too big, hoses with special nozzles are fitted. Hove ran a horse leaf sprayer for years, and last winter their old machine was replaced with this PT6300 model. It has a 6,000-litre tank and 36-metre wide booms. Thanks to its tall stand and row crop tyres, it can pass over this tall maize crop without inflicting any damage. We hope that you've enjoyed this first update for 2025 at Dutch contracting company Hove. Please let us know what you think of this video in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next video. See you next time. Goodbye.